Animation can be defined as the technique of photographing successive drawings or positions of puppets or models to create an illusion of movement when the movie is shown as a sequence. Before animation came to standard picture film in the 1900s, the illusion of moving images could be viewed on devices like the magic lantern as early as 1650, the zoetrope created in 1834, and the praxinoscope of 1877. In the 1900s, the first films were hybrids combining animation and live action where the audience can see the animator's hand manipulating the image. Two films with those hybrid qualities are The Enchanted Drawing and Humorous Phases of Funny Faces, which were created by J. Stuart Blackman. Winsor McCay, deemed the father of animation, created more detailed and fully animated films such as Little Nemo and Gertie the Dinosaur. Gertie the Dinosaur was the first live-action and animation interaction, since the illustrator rides the illustrated dinosaur at the end of the film. The 20s are referred to as the golden age of American animation, and the original work of this period focuses on slapstick humor and musical arrangements. In 1928, Steamboat Willie became the first cartoon with a fully post-produced soundtrack featuring voice and sound effects printed on the film. At this time, most animated shorts were run before the feature films in theaters, until black and white television was introduced in the early 30s. In 1930, Warner Brothers Studios were founded. They created the animated comedy series The Looney Tunes and Merrie Melodies. In 1932, Disney produced the first three-color Technicolor animation, Flowers and Trees, which won an Academy Award and set the norm for color being used in animation. Realizing animation could be lucrative if the plot could capture the audience, Disney created mostly adaptations of books and folk tales, the first being the animated short The Three Little Pigs in 1933. Animation gets political during World War II. It was used to raise morale and promote war efforts. Disney released more than 10 feature-length color films from 1940 to 1959, a few being Pinocchio, Alice in Wonderland, and Sleeping Beauty. Color television is introduced, making the public lose interest in the cartoons shown in theaters. Hanna-Barbera released The Flintstones in 1960, and it becomes the first animated television show on primetime TV. Due to the addictive quality of television, producers created Schoolhouse Rock in 1973. It was the first educational animated short series played between programming that taught subjects like grammar, science, history, and mathematics. Educational animation took off with series such as Curious George, Captain Planet, and Blue's Clues. At the same time, some series were being created with more adult content. From the late 80s through the 90s came shows for mature audiences like The Simpsons, South Park, Family Guy, and Futurama. In the late 90s, DreamWorks and Pixar production companies started creating original work with well-developed characters and plots. Pixar's Toy Story becomes the first fully computer-animated film in 1995, which turns out to be a hit in theaters. Stop-motion animation becomes popular with audiences with the success of Chicken Run in 2000, which is the top-grossing claymation film today. Disney princesses become more independent and powerful as the Disney collection grows, leading directly to Frozen, created in 2013. This film is the highest-grossing animated film of all time, making over $1 trillion.